And no more worries, I'm up at it earlier. Try to figure out the problem.
I realized football was something I wanted to do when it was my 11th grade year and I started getting all this attention and colleges started reaching out to me and I realized how good I was. Football has helped better my life. It's given me the opportunity to go to a prestigious school, Vanderbilt. Only 5% of applicants get in and I'm able to get in easily because of my sports. I handle all the pressure by just, I know what I'm gonna do. I know how good I am. So it's just a matter of doing it because it's all a mindset. The way I stay motivated is just knowing everybody who has my back going through the journey. I got a lot of people that I can let down. I just don't want to let them people down. And some of the memorable things from my coaches and all my high school playing days is that the sport that you're playing always represents life. The ups and downs of life, the adversity you gotta go through, the work you gotta put in, it all represent life.
When did you start pursuing art?
I've been pursuing art more seriously the older I get, but I've been drawing for a very long time.
What made you start doing art?
What made me want to start doing art myself was the inspiration that came from other artists and wanting to create that feeling for other people and myself.
What do you like about art?
I like doing art because it gives me a chance to fully explore ideas and inspirations that words are not enough for.
What do you want people to see through your art?
When people see my art, I want them to find familiarity in it, but also a joy in the details that might usually get overlooked, but are important to me.
What would you tell upcoming artists?
For people trying to start making art of their own, I would say don't be afraid of trying new things, and most importantly, create it for the reasons that you love it. Don't create it for other people.
Kaylin Snipes. I play for Tennessee Soccer Academy and Bartlett High School. I play any defense position, but mainly right back. I like the competitiveness of soccer and working with a team on the field. My favorite soccer memory is when I had an out-of-town soccer tournament at the beach. My pregame ritual is, number 1, bio-freeze everywhere. Everywhere. Number 2, we got the songs. We got Shut Up and Dance. We got What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. And then, last but not least, eat a bag of goldfish. And that is my pregame ritual.
I just spent long time periods playing block class, and I'd be bored in class, I'd play block class, and that's why my score is super high. It was very addicting and it was very fun and I could let out all my stress and anxiety out. Ever since the first time I played it, it's become an addiction. It never stops. It goes forever and ever, and you can just continue to play it. And then they have the challenge levels, and it's just so fun. Practice every day, and you can just, put the work to it, and you can go on TikTok, and there's videos to get done. Play at least for 3 class periods, and then some at home, and you just practice every day.
I am passionate about Jesus because he has showed me his love. God has showed me to love other people around me like he has loved me. What fuels my passion for Jesus is the godly people around me that are in my circle, that are in my life, because they always remind me and help me to just focus on Jesus. I would say I do not feel left out because I have found my identity in Jesus, which I no longer have lost, but I have found. I don't feel left out in anything because my God has found me and he has kept me. I show my passion for Jesus through my actions, by loving other people, by showing that I care for them, because God has said that they will know you by your fruits. So the fruits that I am producing, which are my good actions, my good deeds, that's how I show my passion through my actions. my uncle. He was a rapper. And then after his funeral and all that, go with my dad. We go see Ike, my brother Ike. And he was already rapping. And that just made me want to rap. I said, all right, come on, we gonna do it together. For sure, my first ever music video that I dropped, Want Me, that getting as many views as it did and doing what it did, for me, I'll say that's probably the biggest so far though. But EBK J-Bo, I ain't gonna lie, it's the only rapper I wanna make a song with. And the biggest person I worked with so far, this wasn't even music-wise, but I'll say Dion, just for him doing what he did for me. That's probably the biggest. But music-wise, I'll say, let me see, probably GGO Kurt, Houston rapper. Well, he ain't a Houston rapper, but he's from Texas. Texas rapper that go by GGO Kurt. That's probably the biggest so far.
Bryson Johnson. I play football at high school. I've been playing for 1 year. The opportunities and bonds that come with it. I want to be and how I can get there. And also me wanting to be that person to help my family out, put them in a good position. I play DB, which is corner/safety, because it is arguably the hardest position, and I always consider it a defensive game. Experiences it brings and opportunities it also presents. Why I'm playing and having a ton.
Offense when Jaden Thomas's pass is a bit underthrown and picked off by Bartlett's.
At the end of the day, it's you versus you. You're the one who you gotta beat. How family plays a role in my success. My family really just pushes me. My dad, every time I mess up, we go over the film and watch it and just learn like how to fix my mistakes. The hardest part about my journey was probably my injuries and my times being terrible. The moment I knew my sport was for me was sectionals last year when everybody doubted me, but I came through and I persevered. What goes through my mind before my race is really just doing what needs to get done, not falling over the hurdles, focusing in, don't let nobody distract me, and make everybody proud, including myself.
Hey, what's up? My name is Jared Kirkman, and I played 5 years of college baseball. The love of competition and wanting to be the best at my position. I also hate school, so the only way I could keep playing is by going to school, and it also helps when schools want to pay me to keep coming to play. My old high school coach, Al Stevens, he sat me down one day when I was in 8th grade and told me if I didn't figure my crap out and stop being bad outside of baseball, I wouldn't make the high school team the next year. If I hadn't figured it out, then I probably wouldn't have been playing college baseball in the first place. I played at Southwest for 1.5 years, then COVID hit and cut that short. Then I went to the University of Pikeville in Kentucky for 2 years. Not the greatest time of my life, so I left there for Oakland City in Indiana for my last year. My favorite position was for sure shortstop, but I enjoyed playing third just as much as I got older and couldn't move as well. Be different. Don't do the same routine everyone else is doing if it's not working. Find what works best for you and stick with it. Life is like baseball. You learn from mistakes and make adjustments.
Hi, my name is Sebastian Poe, and I first started playing football when I was about 6 years old. I played for a local church league and have been hooked ever since. Growing up, watching professional games on TV really inspired me. I was fascinated by the skill, strategy, and the teamwork involved. I love the thrill of the game, being around my teammates, competing, and the challenge of constantly improving my skills every day. There's nothing like the feeling of scoring a touchdown or making a crucial play in a crucial moment. I love playing as a wide receiver. The position requires speed, agility, and good hands. Plus, it's exciting to be the one making big catches and helping the team move down the field. I practice almost every day. Whether it's team practices, individual drills, or working out in the gym, I always try to better myself and improve my skills. The teamwork and brotherhood that comes from football on the field is something special. It's no other feeling. We push each other to be better every day, to be better for our team, and to be able to compete better.
My name is Matthew Presley as a park ranger at Shelby Farms from 2006 to 2012. I was patrolling down East Pine Lake Drive when I looked out into the distance and saw a kid bobbing up and down in the middle of the lake. And the reason that was so significant is because you're not allowed to swim in the lakes. But when I saw him bobbing up and down, I was easing closer to tell him to get out of the lake. Then a lady came up to me and started screaming that he was drowning. So I parked my truck, jumped out, and headed towards the shore. I didn't want to drown myself, so I took off my shoes and socks because my boots are steel toe. They'll weigh you down on the bottom of the lake, so don't ever try and swim with them. I just wanted to get them to shore because it was mating season for water moccasins and I didn't want to get bit. So just getting him to shore without getting bit by a snake was the tedious part. The kid was about 200 yards from the shore, and you have rocks, there's stuff sticking up out of the lake. There's old rebar from back in the day since it was an old farm, an actual working farm. And the snakes, obviously, there's tons of poisonous snakes in the lake.
I first started creating art whenever I was out the womb. I like to use watercolor and pencils because I like to do pencils because you can erase and you can do value with it more easily. But I like watercolor because you can blend them and create layers with it. Art is interesting because you can do anything with it and there's no boundaries to it. So you can really just freestyle if you want to, and there's no right or wrong. I like everything on MTV, like Daria and the little MTV at night clips. And I don't really paint like them, but I like Monet's art too. I see my art in the future as just a hobby, not really anything serious.
Hello, my name is Marlon Jackson. This is my mom.
Amadale Anderson Dunbar.
Okay, so here are the questions. So, if you had the choice or the option to restart your career, would you do that?
Yes, I'll make the same decision.
Okay, would you pick a different branch of military?
No, I will go with the Army.
The Army. So, how long have you been in the Army for?
25 years.
Okay, that's nice. Now, have you made lifelong friendships being in the Army?
Absolutely.
Do you cherish those friendships?
I do. They're like family.
Okay, that's nice. And, do you like your career that you chose?
I do.
Okay, good. Well, that's the end of my documentary.
My name is Michaela Garner, and I graduated from Bartlett High School in 2023 and started at the University of Memphis in the fall of 2023. I chose Memphis because I wanted to stay close to my family and friends, and also I really liked being in a familiar area. Also, living at home during college really helps you save your money, and it's just really helpful living at home. I chose to be a psychology major because I want to be a speech-language pathologist, and for that graduate program, your major doesn't matter. So I just really enjoy taking psychology classes. I also have a minor in child development. I go to class 2 days a week, 9 to 5, so that gives me the rest of the days to study, work, and hang out with people. I joined a sorority to make friends, connections, and for the growth of it. And my favorite thing about college is also the same thing, experience and growth, personal growth.
My name is Zach Kroom. I'm a PE and health teacher and athletic director. I thought I wanted to be a physical therapist because I had had a couple surgeries in high school and I also knew it paid really well. Definitely did not think I would be a teacher back in high school. I have always found physical activity fascinating and something that's really enjoyable. I've always really enjoyed being around kids. So once I realized that I wasn't really enjoying the things I was learning, I started thinking about finding something that I would really enjoy. And then I landed on that and haven't looked back since. I spend a lot of time planning physical activities and games for kids. I plan fitness to start the lesson, and then from there we go in and I plan varieties of sports and games. My favorite thing, probably just how excited the kids get when we're doing something that they find really fun. I don't like grading. Sometimes parent interactions can be difficult.
First question is, what was your role in Vietnam?
I was stationed in Phu Bai, Hue, Phu Bai, Vietnam, assigned to guard duty around an air base and supply camp.
If you could go back in time to the very moment that you enlisted in the military and were shipped out to Vietnam, knowing everything you know now, would you still do it?
Oh yes, I would.
100%?
100%.
When you got home, what did you do career-wise?
I joined the Shelby County Sheriff's Department, where I stayed retired in 25 years.
When you were flying a helicopter and the door popped off the hinges and popped open, how did you manage to keep that door open and land the helicopter safe?
Keep the door shut?
Yeah.
Okay. I was flying up around the Rivermont. The door hinges came open, popped open. I reached with my right hand, holding the door. With my left hand, I worked the collective. And when I needed to change altitude or direction, I would rest my knee against the collective and keep it in line to land.
Do you miss being a police officer?
Yes, I do. It was enjoyable work. Learned a lot about people and situations. Yes, I enjoyed it.
Hello, my name is TK Cannon. I enjoy wrestling because the people I'm surrounded by support me greatly, and also the coach has helped me improve my game more and more this whole season. My favorite memory from wrestling was our last trip when we went to Clarksville, and we had proposed to Coach Galvin on Valentine's Day with the rose from the gas station. Some of my challenges are remembering some of the moves that we learned because there's many aspects to wrestling. And also another challenge is keeping your weight in certain parts because there's different weight classes. Definitely recommend everybody wrestle because the experience you get is great. Even though you may not be wanting to do it in the future, it can definitely improve your social status in high school.